Hello and welcome to another episode of But Is It Fun? Please come in and don't forget to say hello to Christopher Walken.
Hello.
Today we're going to scarf down some chili dogs and take our DeLoreans back to the majestic year of 1994, a time when everything was extreme and attitude was king. This was a time of edgy, in-your-face branding and mascots, and the perfect embodiment of this 90s way of life was the blue blur himself, Ogilvy Maurice the Hedgehog. What do you mean he doesn't use his real name? Who in the blazes is Sonic? Did he take his name from the restaurant chain? Does he love chili dogs because it's a menu item there? You know, this is the kind of thing you could tell me before we go live. Without further delay, let's slip on our red running shoes, grab a chili dog, and prepare ourselves for Mach 3 speed in this week's game, Sonic Mania. Before I get to the nitty-gritty of Sonic Mania, I'd like to bring your attention to one of the greatest, if not the best part of any Sonic game released in the last 26 years. This animated intro! Holy hot diggity chili dogs, is this thing so passionately done! I had the hairs on my back stand up while watching this for the first time. It's incredible. It harkens back to the old 90s cartoons of Sonic the Hedgehog while still feeling fresh and exciting. I don't know how they managed to make this entire game feel like that, but I for one cannot wait to jump in. When I was little, I loved Sonic for his aforementioned attitude. It was the 90s, and I was barely any older than 5. Of course I'd love Sonic. He was practically made for impressionable children like me. As much as I loved the character, I was terrible at his games. I was never able to beat Mystic Cave Zone in Sonic 2, and because of this, I was a little salty Sally about it, resenting the game due to my own lack of skill. As I grew older and tried some more Sonic titles, not all of which were that well received, but I played them nonetheless, most of them were lackluster until Sonic Generations rolled around. I never beat Sonic Generations either, but enjoyed my time with it regardless. It did show me that Sonic wasn't unfair like I previously believed in my childhood, and had its merits as a modern video game. So when I heard the news that a brand new 2D Sonic game was releasing in the style of the old Sega Genesis originals, I knew I had to check this one out. Right from the title card, this game is a nostalgia beam straight from 91, 92, and 94. Sonic Mania flawlessly mimics and improves on the old game's timeless visual style, making it look classic, yet fresh at the same time. The exact outcome you want for a retro-modern revival project like this one. It stays very close to the originals, so it never loses its way as a video game. It looks like a Sonic game, sounds like a Sonic game, and most importantly, it plays like a good Sonic game. This game takes place as Sonic and Tails are flying to Angel Island, most likely because they've been notified that Dr. Eggman was up to no good. Upon making it to Angel Island, Sonic and friends find out that Eggman has been trying to snatch this new gemstone, the Phantom Ruby. However, something goes wrong and Sonic plus his friends Tails and Knuckles get flung through weird portals and emerge in Green Hill Zone. There's only one thing to do now: chase down Eggman and his new band of robots called the Hard-Boiled Heavies and get back the Phantom Ruby to stop their evil plot. It's time to blast our way through 13 amazingly detailed and lovingly crafted zones to save the world. Again. Oh, were you expecting something more deep and profound? This is Sonic the Hedgehog. We don't have time for complex plot or character development. We only need one thing. We gotta go fast, and fast is fun. Sonic Mania is a 2D platformer with a focus on fluid motion and speed. There are two ways to play this game: the slow exploration for secrets and admiration of the game, or the real way we all want to play it: reach the end of the act as fast as possible. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all have different ways of traversing these zones. Sonic has his drop-dash technique to help him gain speed quickly after landing jumps. Tails can fly and swim by using his two tails, making secret finding a breeze. And Knuckles can glide through the air and climb up walls, also making finding secrets a lot easier. Each zone is crafted in a way that rewards both playstyles. By exploring, you find many helpful items to make your journey easier. The more you play through the game, the faster you inevitably become at traversing them. It's a win-win! You can find extra rings scattered everywhere, which are essentially your life source. As long as you have at least one ring, you can take a hit. Get hit at 0 rings, and it's -1 life for you. Collecting 100 rings also nets you a free life. That 100 ring free life sound effect is more rewarding than the extra life itself. I don't even care about that extra life, just gimme that sound! You can also find extra lives in item boxes scattered throughout the zones. Item boxes hold a variety of other items, like rings, combine rings, speed power-ups, invincibilities, and shields. These shields come in 4 exciting and very useful flavors. The Standard Shield. This grants you protection from 1 hit before it fades. All other shields grant you this extra hit as well as a few bonus features. The Flame Shield, which not only protects you from fire, but it also lets you set certain objects ablaze to destroy them, sometimes opening up new paths. You also get a flaming charge attack when pressing jump again while in midair with Sonic. The Bubble Shield allows you to breathe underwater and allows Sonic to do a bound jump to gain some extra height. Try and seek these out if you know you're gonna go for a swim. The Lightning Shield not only gives Sonic a sparking double jump, but it also makes you magnetic, allowing you to attract rings at a short distance and stick to certain magnetic surfaces in some zones. The Combine Ring is an item that hasn't been in many Sonic games before Mania. The Combine Ring combines your collected rings and causes you to lose large rings when you get hit. These large rings count for more than just 1 ring, making it easier to collect lots of rings back after getting hit. This item is so incredibly helpful. I'm so glad it's in this game. There were a couple times where I was so close to earning an extra life, and this Combine Ring made sure I stayed close to that 100 count after getting hit. The shoes make you go faster, and the invincibility makes you immune to damage. Simple, yet effective. With the help of all of these items, it's your job to make it to the end of each act and defeat the bosses and hard-boiled heavies protecting the Phantom Ruby. As you make your way through the levels, you will come across many star posts. They act as checkpoints and will allow you to start back at their position if you die. And if you happen to have at least 25 rings when crossing these checkpoints, you'll see a circle of glittering stars above one. Jump into this ring of stars to earn yourself a bonus stage! During these blue sphere bonus stages, your objective is simple enough. Turn all blue spheres into red ones to earn a silver medallion. You will need to watch out for touching the red spheres though. If you do, the bonus stage ends and you earn nothing. There are other spheres to take note of as well. The white red star bumper spheres will bounce you back if you hit them. Don't forget to tell Sonic to run forward again. Too many times I forgot to press forward, resulting in me backing up into red spheres, waiting for Sonic to correct his momentum on his own. Remember people, don't be like me. Don't be bad. The yellow spheres will launch you over obstacles around the bonus stages. Be careful though, as some of these can result in you landing in places where you can't go back. Always get all blue spheres in the area before taking these to the next one. The last thing in these bonus stages are rings. You'll notice these stages have counters for blue spheres and rings. Collecting every single blue sphere will net you a silver medal, but collecting all the rings and blue spheres will get you a perfect run and a golden medal. However, you'll notice in a lot of stages there are a lot of rings to collect, but not many laying around. To generate rings in most stages, you will want to find a patch of blue spheres. Turning all of the spheres on the outside of the shape blue will turn every red and or blue sphere inside the shape into rings to collect. It's also very important to note that any other color spheres inside that shape will not turn to rings. Another helpful tip is to learn to jump over some spheres. This is essential at clearing harder blue sphere stages later in the game. To make things a little more complicated, every little while the speed at which Sonic runs increases, making it harder to make precise turns when you need to. Completing the bonus stage, or failing it, will take you back to the checkpoint it spawned from so you continue going on through the level. The other type of extra stage found in Sonic Mania are the special stages, triggered when you find one of the many hidden giant rings. In these special stages, your objective is to chase down a UFO robot carrying a Chaos Emerald before the time runs out. You won't be able to catch them with your base speed, so you'll need to collect blue spheres again. This time, the blue spheres increase your speed. Once you gain enough to level up your Mach level, you start running faster. But while trying to do this, your time is running out. Snag some rings to increase the time by 1 second per ring. If you manage to catch up to the UFO, you'll snag yourself a shiny new Chaos Emerald and be one step closer to phenomenal cosmic powers without the itty-bitty living space. There is no doubt that a large portion of your first playthrough of Sonic Mania will be in these 2 extra game modes, if you choose to do them to collect the medals and emeralds, of course. This is fantastic for me because the special stages to chase down the UFOs is my favorite thing about this game. I love the derpy style of Sonic and the slidey racing controls mixed with the high speeds you get when you get to Mach 3. The Blue Sphere stages are very fun to me, but take a lot of practice to get reliably good at. Don't get discouraged and keep on trying. Sonic Mania actually took me aback with its level's art design. The newly made zones made me say, wow, faster than a Sonic second. Obviously, the old recurring zones are beautiful as always, but it's obvious to see the love and care that was put in by the glorious Christian Whitehead. Good job, man. I think I love these new zones designs because I can feel the love that they all had while working on this new Sonic game in each and every act. I'm going to let you know a few things that I love in each of the new zones to Sonic Mania in a little bit of detail. Would you listen to that jam? Right from Jump Street, the music tells you it's go time. I love this stage's funky theme. I believe it pairs incredibly well with the overall theme of evil Hollywood-esque production lots. As someone who is very close with the film and TV industry, this zone hits close to my heart with this theme. I'm biased and I don't care. Those microphone enemies are hilarious to me. I love the way they drop down like they expect you to start dropping sick beats. Ho ho ho! Flying through the stage as a satellite signal is awesome! Beaming from a broadcast van to a television screen, kinda like that Mike TV scene from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The TV and movie set aesthetic of Act 2 is wonderful, complete with soundboards in the background, cables, cameras, film reels, and lights you can cause to drop from the rafters. Plus, the fact that the cables seem to digitize you or convert you to electricity to allow you to pass through them is such a flavorful little touch. The big screen displays with Eggman's logo displaying on them are ridiculous. I love how that maniacal ovoid man has to brand everything with his image. The boss fights for this stage are amazing too. I can only assume the helicopter is a weather or traffic report chopper covering the high-speed chase with Sonic the Hedgehog. Not only does Eggman control the news, but he also controls the weather in Act 2's boss fight. And here I was thinking Cobra was the only organization with a functioning weather dominator. The sound of those power tools in the start of the background music just make me want to listen to Weird Al's song, Hardware Store. I have no idea why a printing press zone mixed with a garden is so appealing to me, but it is. The entire time I'm in this stage, I feel like this is some old printing warehouse that's been abandoned for decades before Eggman repurposed it for his own evil schemes. Ha! Eggman's at it again, using his control of the media to spread his evil propaganda like... Wait, is that a missing poster for the Phantom Ruby? Here, I was expecting some anti-Blue Hedgehog propaganda calling him the Blue Speed Demon or something. These crabs are playing catch with that saw blade. I almost hate to interrupt them. Except for the fact that they're evil robot creations powered by small forest creatures and deserve to meet their swift blue demise. Oh! There's that anti-Blue Hedgehog propaganda. Thanks for staying true to your evil ways, Eggman. You truly are a monster. Wink. Glass saw blades? Really? Highly impractical, but so very cool. Cool points to Eggman on this one. Act 2 is where this level shines in my eyes. The pink leaves against the white snowy background are just beautiful and complemented immensely by the lanterns in the background. I wish I could get a painting of this level for my home. Winter themes are instant keys to my heart. I'm gonna keep saying this, but oh, that music! Sonic games have always been known for one thing, amazing music accompanying them. It's half the fun for me playing these stages to just listen to the soundtracks. This hard-boiled heavy proves that magicians are jerks. Walking on the wings of a biplane is too extreme! I don't think I can handle the amount of attitude coming at me right now! Oh hey! I see Eggman also honors Bring Your Child to Work Day! But does he offer a dental plan? Train heist? We're doing a train heist, right? Don't care. Heisting this train right now. There's emeralds in that there caboose! Those storage tanks have OOZ labeled on them. They're heading straight to Oil Ocean Zone. Nice touch, guys. This isn't Doom, but that is one BFG. See? Confirmed. Magicians are jerks. Ah, a special cameo by Bean the Dynamite. Looks like he's here to bomb us like he bombed Sonic the Fighters. The loop made of sand, crumbling after you run along it, is a satisfying little visual added in here. It reminds you that some objects are not permanent and react to your touch. Oh hey look! Wanted posters for the other Sonic Fighters characters. I enjoy how this stage has a large hint back to that game. I wonder if they're wanted for destroying people's property. I always find it funny and admirable how villains can always just plaster their face and logos on everything. The opening of this stage is no different. Flags letting you know you're in Eggman's territory now. These gravity spheres remind me of those lightning ball novelty toys. The physics on them are a great time to play around with and fling yourself from one to the next or just roll around endlessly. Boing 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 boing. I'm always saying that when flopping around to these bumper walls. Pure joy. This zone also has the first appearance of the Ruby Mist. Is it called the Ruby Mist? Whatever, that's what I'm calling it. I find it a truly fascinating way to navigate through the Titanic Monarch Zone by teleporting from area to area. I'm just now noticing the stained glass windows in the background here depicting not only the hard-boiled heavies, but the Chaos Emeralds and Phantom Ruby. Very nice touch for the end of the game. If the Emeralds and Ruby are depicted in the same area, does this also mean that the Emeralds and Ruby are connected somehow? Do they share similar power? Do the Chaos Emeralds control time and the Phantom Ruby controls space? Sonic, tell me your secrets! But hey, that's just a theory. A gem theory. Don't sue me, MatPat. This purple portal is the culmination of my journey. It's the signal that the end is just beyond it. Who else feels like cracking some hard-boiled eggs? The Heavy Gunner is the hard-boiled bot in that weather chopper from earlier on in Studiopolis Zone. I enjoy this fight because it's a classic right back at ya style of fight, using the boss's own attacks against them. I also prefer these endless runner style boss fights. I don't like being stuck in the arenas with a boss. Fights like these feel more in character for Sonic. Bop the blue missiles back at him to defeat him. The Heavy Shinobi is exactly what his name implies. Dude's a shinobi! Do I really have to say more? Fine. This Robo has some serious defensive capabilities. You'll have to be patient and wait for his openings after he jumps or he'll slash and freeze you every time you try and close the gap. This is my favorite Heavy of the 5 because not only does he use a sword, but he also has ice powers. Ice powers are the best, no contest. If you don't agree, throw your favorite elemental power in the comments and tell me why you think it's so cool. Just remember, it'll never be as cool as ice. Magicians are jerks, even if they wear stylish suits and cool hats. I will admit his galactic magic effect coming off of his hands is rather charming, even if he only uses those powers to turn into Sonic Fighters characters. Overall, he's not that difficult. His attacks are easy to dodge and he's nowhere near as defensive as the Shinobi. Play it safe, and the only good magic trick this magician will do is a good disappearing act. The Heavy Rider takes inspiration from old armored knights. She has a set of armor complete with helmet, a flail, and rides into battle on a mount. Hey, wait a second. Isn't that a motor-powered unicycle? Did she get that from the Octo Samurai? Oh, my jealousy's coming back. Wait, her Motobug has a name? It's named Jimmy? Oh my god, that's too cute. I almost feel bad for destroying them now. Almost. This battle is also rather simple. Just focus on dodging her charge attacks and countering when you see an opening when she slows down. Don't hit Jimmy or you'll just get bounced off of his wheel. The Heavy King is a Knuckles-only boss at the end of Lava Reef Zone. This is the alternate boss to the Heavy Rider that Sonic and Tails encounter in this zone. The Heavy King is trying to steal the Master Emerald and harness its power for himself. Once the fight starts, get off the ground as King's lasers will cause pillars of energy that spout up after it hits. He will return to the Master Emerald to recharge after every few attacks. Once again, play it safe and find your openings, or you can just blindly jump at him and collect any rings if you get hit. This is one king that will not be adding the Master Emerald to his collection of royal jewels. The dual final bosses, Kleptomobile and Phantom King, have you starting off powering up into Supersonic and flying around laying a beatdown on Dr. Eggman and the newly powered up Heavy King while they fight over the Phantom Ruby. This fight would be really crazy, but I had it spoiled for me a little. I'm going to admit that I stole a page from the Completionist's book on this one on how to defeat these bosses. Staying low to the ground makes this fight immensely easier. It allows you to collect rings easily, and the boss robots come up through the bottom of the screen, allowing you to hit them very quickly. Dodge Phantom King's sphere attacks, snag those rings, and bop him when his shield is down. Rinse, repeat, and dethrone the Phantom King. Now's the time you may be asking, why did I only cover the new stages and hard-boiled heavy bosses? What about the returning zones and bosses? Because Chemical Plant Zone's music, that's why! Honestly, I don't feel like I need to fill you in on what's already been established for over 20 years. I'm sure most of you are already well-versed in old Sonic content and know exactly why those games have stood the test of time and are passionately recrafted in this love letter of a game. Sonic Mania truly is a wonderful and wholly fun time, but even I've got some beefs with it and you should too. Time over? Nope, not having any of that "you're too slow" punishment. I enjoy exploring stages and seeing what's in them during my first playthrough. What I don't like is being dictated how much time I'm allowed to take while doing so. I get that I gotta go fast, but perhaps you need to chill out, Sonic, and take a chili dog break for 25 minutes. Oh wait, I thought you wanted me to go fast, and now you're punishing me for it? Nuh-uh, ain't having any of that either. You'd think that in a game all about speed, you'd have more perks for going as fast as possible, not get punished for it by enemy spawns, laser timing hitting you while you're running by, and walls that force you to stop and platform around them. I want to go fast, and you want me to go fast, so let me go fast! Tails being a useless sidekick and constantly messing up while trying to fly you to other places. I spent dozens of minutes trying to get this little yellow fox boy to grab me and fly me up to get secrets, but instead, he just flies away and doesn't grab me at all. And in the chance he does grab me and I'm touching the wall where a secret is while we're flying, Tails automatically drops you when he can clip through the secret wall. Holy Master Emerald Tails, do you want Sonic to die by falling? Just carry me to the secret so I can get those emeralds and become Super Sonic to compensate for my bad skills. Underwater stages have been the bane of my Sonic existence since their inception. Not only does it cause me great anxiety to hear that death countdown, but I always seem to clip on invisible platforms when trying to do precision platforming underwater. Chemical Plant Zone has some of my favorite Sonic music of all time, but that doesn't save it from being one of my most disliked levels of all time. Just let me jump up the damn moving platforms already! Okay, enough negativity again. I need something awesome to cheer me up, like the reward from a bonus stage or something. If you manage to catch the 7 UFO robots in the Giant Ring special stages during your playthrough, you are granted the ability to transform into Super Sonic, Super Knuckles, or Super Tails in any stage from there on. All you need to do is collect at least 50 rings and press jump after already jumping, and you'll transform into the nigh unkillable Super Saiyan Hedgehog, or shiny versions of Tails and Knuckles. It's a great stress reliever to blast through all enemies, touch fire, and land on spikes without any fear. Except for being crushed, that can still kill you. Oh my god, Tiny Sprite Super Sonic is so cute! There is also a minigame you can unlock by doing well in the Blue Sphere stages. If you also manage to get at least 20 silver or gold medals, you can unlock a version of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Hey, I may not have to buy Puyo Pop Tetris for the Switch now. Yeah, I'm still gonna buy Puyo Pop Tetris for the Switch. I'm so weak! Thank you so much for sticking with me, everyone. That's all of my thoughts on Sonic Mania. I can't say enough how much fun it's been playing a 2D Sonic game like this after all these years, especially after my spotted history with the Blue Blur. With how much I've enjoyed my playthroughs of this game, plus its price tag, I can say with confidence that Sonic Mania earns a fantastic rating. I purchased it on the Nintendo Switch, and I recommend that you pick it up on your platform of choice. If Sonic games are your thing, or just fast-paced platformers in general, then you cannot go wrong with this gem. I do not feel as though I can do this game enough justice with my video alone, so please go watch the videos that Gerard the Completionist has done over on his channel and on Super Beard Bros to see how a real Sonic fan plays this game. Links will be provided in the description and end card. As always, here's the question of the day. What do you think of playing the bonus and special stages in Sonic Mania? Do you feel they are out of place in Sonic Mania, or perhaps take up too much of the game? You know my opinion on them, now let me know yours in the comments section under this video. I cannot wait for next time. See ya! Please do not forget to like and subscribe if you wish to see more videos like this one, and hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload so you don't miss any of my future content. And hey, did you know I made a video on Splatoon 2? Go give it a watch. I have an inkling feeling you'll love it.